Hey guys, I'm SD and Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. The changelog for update 5 dropped on us today, and I figured we would jump here into some OG Planet Coaster. And because when we're done going over this little bit of changelog news, I want to show you some of the sci-fi pieces that are coming and what you can expect here on Thursday. It's already here. Tomorrow's the Frontier Unlocked. Tomorrow, they'll touch on update 5 a little bit, but tomorrow's really for letting us see what's coming with update 6. And I think that is going to be a really, really fun one. Hopefully, I know everybody's saying like fairy tale theme. Hopefully that might get some little teasers about that tomorrow. I know a lot of people are looking forward to seeing if we get that. I'm sure we will, whether it's next week or, next June or coming up June or not, I don't know. But I'd say we have a pretty good chance at fairy tale coming. Pirates? I don't know. That's a little weird one. It's kind of like, well, are they going to want to do their own pirates? Like, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But anyways, it says our next major update 5 will be available on May 29th. This update includes security guards and crime, sci-fi themed scenery pieces, color customization for glass rocks, flume inflatables and mats, and improvements to path tools. Features as far as the security and crime goes, pretty standard from Planet Coaster 1. We'll get the security guard, the new guest behavior will be introduced, criminality, there'll be pickpockets. If the guests are unhappy for too long, you might have to deal with a little bit of vandalism, and players can add security guard and cameras to their parks to prevent crime and apprehend criminals. Update 5 will bring sci-fi themed static and animated scenery objects to parks, as well as sci-fi themed music, triggered SFX, and ambient audio tracks. And new sci-fi billboard videos have also been added. Glass panel and customization. Color customization options have been added to glass scenery pieces. New glass scenery pieces have been added to the game, each available without a frame. Circle, hexagon, octagon, semicircle, triangle, and long triangle. Very, very cool. We're going to get circle glass pieces for your circle, like fantasy type facades. I think that could be very, very cool. You guys know the next thing I'm very excited for. A rock customization, a new set of custom rock scenery pieces with color customization options have been added. I am going to act a fool with these new rocks. I have so much work ahead of me. Inflatable customization, color customization options have been added to flume inflatables and your mats. Path tool improvements. Path tools are getting some quality of life additions. In update 5, players will now be able to place invisible paths. Curbs and foundations can be toggled on and off. Paths and pool stamps are also getting a circle stamp option. Very, very cool on that. And of course, you guys saw it in the update video today. We are getting a new delete panel tool, similar to the draw tool, allowing players to specify an area to be deleted. Very, very fun tool. And your coasters and flume platforms can be customized with path materials. That is going to be very, very cool as well. And we've got to thank, like we've said, our buddy Tejid. The minimum height requirement to build paths over pools and other paths is now greatly reduced. You're going to get the two non-themed, de-themed coasters in the form of the wooden hybrid steel rails and the wooden hybrid steel topped. Very, very cool. The decorative pieces are also going to come with that. Returning ride, you're going to get the Trident coaster from the original game that we're in right now. The Vector Return MK2 is coming to Planet Coaster 2, ready for players to customize and guests to enjoy. You're going to get some pre-made career mode maps in Act 3. Western editions, they're going to actually give us some more wall pieces, which is really, really cool. You're going to get 9 half-width non-gridded wall pieces and 4 roof pieces. That's pretty cool. Some of the things are changing up with the ride prestige adjustments and the ride reputation. I'll leave the changelog down below. You guys can go read all of that. Guest moods are going to be changing a little bit. The reasoning for a guest mood will now be shown on a guest info panel. That is going to be very, very helpful. Water ride visuals. This is a new one I didn't hear about before. Tracked rides and coasters have undergone enhancements to water visuals, including Big M's The Narrow Log Flume, the Steamboat, the Wide Log Flume, the River Rapids, the Water Coaster, the Antique Water Coaster, and the Automax Water Coaster that was a part of the pre-order bonus. So when we get this update on Thursday, I'll jump in and we'll take a look and see if the water looks better. Light activation settings are coming, special piece tool tips, general bug fixes, and they've also resolved an issue preventing track supports from being drawn on some parts of Grand Coaster's worldwide coasters. So there are a bunch of resolved issues around guests not using sun loungers. Guests will now interact more frequently with lazy rivers. Resolved in issues where guests would pile up at the end of lazy rivers. Guests will now enter lazy rivers at the start of the river rather than at the end, and various stability fixes. So that is just a quick rundown, guys, of the Update 5 changelog. I will link that down below. So anyways, if you have a quick second, I just wanted to take you in to our OG Palm Island Park here, and I'll pull up the Sci-Fi pieces and kind of show you what is coming in less than 48 hours. You will be able to design with these pieces in Planet Coaster 2. So let's hop over to the real time. All right, guys, let's jump right in here and take a look. We'll go to scenery. Let's go to filters, scenery theme, because you can see right here, we've got Western, we've got Sci-Fi coming Thursday, missing your pirate right now, missing festive, missing fairy tale. So these kind of are the big three that we're wondering, will one of those come in June? Are these going to come at all? These are your scenery themes. Now, for everybody that's saying, like I said, spooky and adventure, you have to remember those were paid content packs. So as far as spooky, adventure, studios, vintage, World's Fair, all of this stuff, we don't know if this is coming. Spooky and adventure may get their own Planet Coaster 2 type vibe. They might not. I think a lot of you are confusing what came with the base game with what was DLC. So they never said that the DLC packs from Planet Coaster 1 are coming over. Now, don't get me wrong, I would love that, but that is kind of not what they were saying. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see. But let's start out. We've got some TMTK items in here, like Admiral Akbar. But let's see. First, you'll have you'll have your little airlock. So that will be coming. We've got your biopods. Very, very cool. I'm definitely missing my Planet Coaster 2 just quick little selection. Cargo carrier. Very versatile piece. That'll be cool. That's coming. Little cargo crates. Little Sci-Fi crates. Cool, cool. Coaster door launch bays. I know a bunch of you guys will be using this sucker. I will be using these guys. Love these electrical cables. These are definitely going to help in Wilderness Springs, probably in the steampunk area, Outpost 87. And you can see we've got a bunch of different electrical cables with this set. Your large energy generator. My goodness, this will be cool if we get to scale this, like scale this little guy down some, maybe. Very, very cool. I love this little archway. This little guy is going to be used in a lot of builds, I'd say. You've got your fiberglass little light. And your long 4-meter one. I think we've got another light. Yeah, light cylinder. Definitely come in handy. Large wall panel light. These little guys I used on paths a lot. That was very, very cool. Fiberglass storage pod will be coming Thursday. Fueling station. This guy was used a lot just because of that awesome looking hose. Uh-oh, hold on a minute. We're going to go through the save jitters. See up there in the top, the top right-hand corner, saving. Bogs everything down for a good 10, 15 seconds. I'll tell you what, guys, though, anybody that says that they prefer, or like anybody that says Planet Coaster 1 looks better than Planet Coaster 2, I think you're probably on some kind of non-legal substance, because it just not, that is not the case, I don't believe. We've got the little gable piece here. Very, very cool little fence set if you're building in your sci-fi area. Helmet rack. Cool little piece. Oh, I forgot about the laser scanner. That's cool. Make sure you get scanned before you come in. The mutt body. Very, very cool. Seen that heavily featured in the trailers with his foot and his laser shooting head. Hello. That is definitely coming. And his legs. Oh, these are going to be really cool for you guys that maybe want to do your custom catwalks. These are coming. I would use these as fencing too. I mean, I know they're kind of meant to be like catwalks, but I would use these all around my parks, like in this one. I would just use them as fencing a lot. Metal walkway bar. Very, very cool. Your orbital cannon. Large piece. Cool on that. Your pod loader. Let's let this guy load in. Gosh, it's going to be so cool to see these. Like, you see how large these are, like, compared to the guests. But just to be able to see some of these scaled down, I think is going to be very, very cool. Oh, yeah, scale down the radar dish. Maybe make it a little small. I could put this in the Outpost 87 facade. You've got your radioactive tank. If we could, I don't know if we'll be able to change the color on that, but if you could, that could be your little hot tub. That could be your little plop down hot tub. Repair droid. Very, very cool. Robot arm. Lots of people will be using this little guy, particularly in your dark rides. We should get the Sci-Fi bench coming Thursday. Of course, your little trash can. Looks like a little Android symbol. Let's see. Sci-Fi defense tower. Very cool. Tower base. The little door. A little keypad. The turret. Very cool. Another set of benches. Got the backing. Scenic canopy. Very cool piece for your sci-fi builds. I would make fake little, like implied elevators out of this one. Sci-fi picnic table. Very nice. Oh, the ship. Very, very cool. Setting the scene. Second little cockpit option. Giggity. See number 4. Very cool. These little engines, these will come in handy for some of you sci-fi nerds. All of these little variations, I'm sure, are coming. Big old spaceship hull. And the landing gear. Very, very cool. Let's see, another space turret. And the little guy. Very, very awesome. Got some giant wings. Be cool to do like a spaceship themed restaurant maybe. Maybe do that as a cool blueprint for you guys. Then we're gonna dive into some of the animatronics. Got this little guy. Got the human. Guy with the heat going on here. Little guy, cover shot animatronic. We don't come in peace. Ah! I forgot there's some that are shot. Trooper. Got this little guy typing. Get up, Larry. Get up. Then you've got the ventilation pipes. Very cool. I know you guys will use these a lot. And there you go, guys. That is, I think that's all of the scenery pieces that will be coming. So, coming in free update 5. Very, very cool. And as far as your, let's see. No, as far as your little sci-fi building sets here. Very, very cool. It's very cool pieces. Loved these little fiberglass panels. Used those a lot. This little guy definitely used a lot. Saw you guys using this little computer wall terminal, they call it. This little guy I know was used a ton. I'd love to know how many times this thing was placed. Ventilation units. Fiberglass wall console. Trim display, very Star Wars-esque. Yeah, hazard stripes. Yeah, you'll have like an actual hazard stripe in PC2 coming up on Thursday. That's cool. Some other just little panels. I just want to make sure I don't select any TMTK here. Get this, this stair set will be coming. Steel stair set. Metal walkway. And yeah, some sci-fi signs. Yeah, I forgot about these guys. Large little spaceship sign. That'll be cool for like if you wanted to do like a retro sci-fi restaurant build. And yeah, these little guys. More sci-fi signs. So that is what is coming your way, guys, as far as the free theme goes, bringing back the sci-fi theme from the original Planet Coaster. So now, like I said, we've just got fairy tale, pirate, and festive. See if any of those come. So anyways, guys, like I said, check out this changelog. We'll jump into more detail actually on Thursday when the update 5 drops. But don't forget also, we'll probably come home tomorrow and do a video covering the Frontier Unlocked. That's going to drop tomorrow, like I think 1 o'clock my time. So 1 o'clock Eastern. And then, I usually get home around 5. So I probably expect another video around 7-ish. And we'll cover any kind of little hints or little tidbits of what they want to talk about with respect to update 6. So anyways, guys, I'm SDN Wolf. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me. Let me know what you're excited about the most with update 5. And I'll catch you after the Frontier Unlocked tomorrow. See you.